So it's official. The juice is loose. Yes, O.J. Simpson actually got parole. And I got to be honest, I did not think he was going to get parole, especially when they made it a point to show his parole hearing on national television. Now, being as old as I am, I've never once witnessed a parole hearing actually televised. So right out the bat, I figured this was a show just to embarrass O.J. That's what it seemed like to me, and there was a few embarrassing moments as well. And I gotta be honest. For a few fleeting moments, I actually felt bad for OJ. And by fleeting moments, I mean 10 seconds. Then I quickly said, man, fuck this octagon head, Tetris blockhead ass nigga. And I'll get to that reason why, which some of y'all could probably already guess. But let's go ahead and we're going to tackle this from both angles. Not only the fuckery OJ's done for over decades, and then how the media tried to really go around and tarnish this man like they haven't been doing for decades already. So we're going to tackle from both angles here. And that's what I decided I'm going to do. So basically, in a nutshell, OJ had his hearing. He's already served 9 years in a Nevada correctional facility, and that goes back to a couple of years ago when OJ went to go back and get this back to steal his own stuff that was some memorabilia that was at a value of $400. Now, considering that OJ has never ever been convicted of anything before and never had any rap sheet before, it's amazing that you got 30 years for trying to steal back your own stuff. Now, as fucked up as the system was on that, and it was completely fucked up, and that didn't warrant the time that he was given. Let's not forget he was also stupid on his perspective, because him being in the NFL, he had a pension, and that pension paid him $20,000 a month. So that means that's 240 grand a year. You're gonna jeopardize you not touching that 240 grand a year for $400. And don't get me wrong, I understand the principle. Somebody rob you, you want to go. Especially if you come from a certain environment, you want to go in the street and handle that shit. I understand that. But at the same token, in OJ's situation, he should have thought more carefully. One, he doesn't come from that environment. Two, you already have eyes on you because you beat the case thanks to Johnny Cochran. You beat Kim Kardashian's father. You already beat the murder cap for Nicole. So this is the fact alone to beat that you should have got low. In fact, he should have took a page from Casey Anthony's book, and once you beat the case, lay low. Shit, ever since she was accused of murdering her child and children got off, that bitch ain't been seen since. She learned how to lay low, and that's what the OJ should have did. But let's be honest, we both know OJ's never been a smart dude. In fact, he's a dumb motherfucker. Let's just really be honest. He's not the smartest guy. It is what it is, but. I digress from the point. It was just the media was just really on a witch hunt for this guy, and of course, not only between the media, basically some white tears is pretty much flowing in a river of denial. You should have saw a lot of white people was upset. Not only white people, I actually looked on timeline when I was watching it live. I was actually looking at some Latinos who was upset about you, but again, it's not surprising since some Latinos want to identify themselves as white or look at themselves as honorary white people anyway. But that's a whole nother story. But it was pretty amazing to see, but it wasn't a surprise. CNN even so much as went out their way to get Matt the report about, hey, when he gets out of jail, he's going to have more money than most people. And most people that get out of prison, like, what the fuck does that got to do with you? That's his money that he made from the NFL. Again, not me caping for OJ, because really I'm indifferent to OJ. In fact, I'm actually fuck OJ. And then we'll get to later why in itself. But just to see how the media do, and it even went on so much as far as they talked to the parole board hearing, they talked to the judge. It was just really really amazing. And I really peeped out something interesting. Like I said, I honestly thought OJ was not going to get parole because white people never forgave about the whole Nicole Simpson situation. Which is funny as hell because they always want us to forgive, but you can't tell Nicole Simpson's parents that they're still talking about. Speaking of today, I saw them on the View. I saw a little snippet of them on the View in other places, and of course they're not letting shit go. But yeah, it's funny how the white people almost let shit go. It's amazing how that works, huh? But I never been that type to ever have a problem with. Have that problem. I'm not the forgiving type, so I've never had that issue to begin with, and that's something us as a people we're lacking. We got to stop doing this whole forgive shit. It's just, this is not the wave. But I'm but getting to that, the whole, just knowing the whole media does it, it's just not really a surprise to me at all. It really truly is not a surprise. Now, go watching the whole parole hearing going down. OJ was on his best behavior not to piss people off, and of course that makes sense because you're on parole and you're trying to get out after serving 9 years. So I can understand the so-called play. I even noticed when the parole board hearing members was like, "Oh, you look good." Oh, like, I realized you turned 90 years old, and OJ's not 90, he's 70. And then try to joke about it, "Oh, you look good. Oh, you look good for 90." Come on, man, that was a shot. They can say it was a joke and jest, but that was a shot. It is what it is. They want to see if he's gonna mess around and be angry and do something like that. You can see the ploy right through it. But going back to the whole media situation. Like I said, I didn't think he was gonna personally get out. And then he got out, and I said to myself, you know what? This could be a very dangerous precedent, not only for OJ, but just in general. To me, it feels like the media is setting up a narrative. And let's just be honest, we're already in a race war now. Let's just cut the bullshit and call it for what it is. Which, of course, for over 400 plus years, we always been in a race war. But it should be embedded in every black person's brain at this point. We are in a race war. Make no mistake about it. Make absolutely no mistake about it. And by sitting there, you have cops, which has been going on killing innocent black folks for years. Now there was a situation, and I'm probably gonna do a video about it, where a black cop actually killed an innocent white woman, allegedly an innocent white woman. And now they're calling for him to be arrested immediately. But when the white cops are killing black people, we have to do a complete investigation before we make a determination of what we're gonna do there. So that lets you know right off the rip. And now they're crying foul because now it was a black person did it. Now they want to cry foul. But what do you expect? This is what happens all the time. What do you expect? But now going back to that narrative, now it's sitting here saying to me, okay, OJ is going to get off parole. And even though a lot of people were upset about OJ getting off, I can't help but think the media is playing a very, very dangerous game. And it's contributing to this race war, which they always have, because as Professor Black Truth always says, the media actually is the arm of white supremacy. And I should know I have a bachelor's in broadcast, so I understand this completely. I have a bachelor's in, so I know how the game is played. But getting back to the point, now he's going to be transferred. The earliest he can get out, they're going to give him hard stipulations, and they're not going to make OJ's parole stipulations easy. Parolees don't get easy stipulations to begin with, but with OJ, they're definitely going to make sure he got to walk on eggshells. He's already 70 years old now. OJ's not going to survive another trip back to the can if he does anything wrong. He's not going to survive it. Now, the earliest he has his parole is October 1st. But they're going to transfer him to Florida. And shit, you already know right off the rip, Florida being a racist place, they're going to do whatever it takes to fuck with OJ. Hell, OJ's got to worry about getting out in 3 months in prison without getting fucked with. So he's got to worry about that. Then going back to Florida, which probably means he'll go to a halfway house. And they're going to do everything they can to fuck with OJ. It is what it is. They're going to fuck with OJ. Now, hopefully OJ learned his lesson. I doubt it. And he'll actually just get low and stay low and do absolutely nothing. I mean, again, he's not exactly the smartest guy in the world. I mean, hell, after he beat the case, he didn't lay low. Hell, there was even a time he wanted a book called If I Did It. Yes, this actually happened. And the reason why I'm indifferent to OJ, don't really give a fuck about OJ's plight. I feel bad in the sense that, your whole life got fucked around with, but at the same time, you wanted to be around. You're not used so much being around the white people too, but the fact that you just didn't even embrace your own community. He never gave two fucks about the black community. In fact, he was even asked this in '94, because I remember watching it on television when he was getting ready to start his trial, and someone asked in the audience, how come you never did anything for the black community? And he actually responded and said, because it wasn't my calling. That's exactly what he said. OJ never gave two fucks. Even though the black community even came to his defense, it was even happened when he was found guilty of not murdering Nicole Simpson. Let's not forget Johnny Cochran was there to help out. And then the black community defended him. And what did he do? He still didn't do anything for the black community even after the fact. So, fuck the nigga all the way around. It is what it is. Like I said, it's cool that it's good that you got parole, but you're on your own. Now, my question is he really gonna learn a lesson? Or is he gonna try to move back into the community of white people again, knowing that they hate you? Why would I put? You would think to yourself, let me not put myself in that position, knowing now I understand how these white people feel about me. But I don't think OJ gets it, because even doing that after the parole hearing, there was some interviews and OJ was like, I don't care what people think about me. So it's like he's not grasping it. So again, there's nothing I can do for OJ. I'm indifferent. It's good that you got out, but at the same time, I can't sit here and co-sign. I can't sit here and co-sign you. In fact, I was actually proud of Shannon Sharp, who's on Fox Sports, which he's been putting it down. And I suggest everybody watch Undisputed with Shannon and Skip. And don't fuck with Stephen A. Smith. Period. Point blank. We don't do the ESPN over here. We rock with Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp pretty much blasted his ass on TV with Rob. I can't remember his name. Rob. There was the guy that said what's his name? RG3, a cornball brother. That guy, Rob something. I can't remember his last name. But Shannon Sharp pretty much said, I refuse to be supportive of a man who's never been supportive of my own community. He really blasted O.J. Simpson there. He said, if he gets out, that's cool. I'm not going to feel any different about it. He goes back to jail, I'm not going to feel any way about it. Shannon Sharp pretty much said my sentiments exactly, and most of Black American sentiments for that matter. And I really respect Shannon Sharp for what he's done, really standing on the square, standing on all 10 toes down. I can't do nothing but respect the guy and give a big salute to him. I can't do nothing but that. But I just don't really see OJ being any smarter and learning anything from this point on. It was good. I thought it was cool that his daughter took to his defense. I really thought that was something that, despite it all, the daughter was still there for him. That's something I gotta admit. I gotta say I was actually pleased to see. And like I said, just seeing some of the comments yesterday when I was watching the live parole hearing, and then listening to one of my favorite YouTubers, Thought Crimes, which is Sincere and Prince Solomon. Definitely shout out to those guys. They did a whole live stream as well about the O.J. Simpson parole hearing. And seeing some of the comments in there was baffling. One person even had the nerve to ask in the comment section, well, what has the black community ever done for O.J.? And I actually responded to, are you fucking serious? What has the black community done for O.J.? Again, Johnny Cochran helped his ass out and got out of that murder beef. And then the black community supported it in the 90s, which that shouldn't happen. And I'll say this, in the 90s, I was happy that OJ was found not guilty because of the fact we've already took our lumps, especially with the whole Rodney King beating and Rodney King's attackers actually getting off, which led to the 92 riots, which that was quite a show to see live on national television back in the 90s. So that's definitely some of the main reasons. Like I said, it was just baffling. Some people just... But watching those comments, that's what made me realize that, wow, black people really want symbolism. So the symbolism there was, we're glad OJ is free because black people always be getting treated like shit. Duly noted and absolutely correct. But he's not the type of person we should have. Fuck the symbols. We need to be organizing and doing what we're supposed to do, from the group economics to getting people in the office to actually building on caucus. That's what needs to be done. Fuck symbols. Period. Point blank. But that's something that needs to be looked at. But it was just amazing people. And the crazy part is the people that are defending OJ are now millennials defending OJ. And I can understand, because like us black people, we getting short end of the stick, not getting any justice, this, that, and the fourth. But he's not that guy. He doesn't deserve the black community's support because he never ever identified. He never identified with his community. He never even stood up for his community. Not him. Not fucking Tiger Woods. So why are we sitting here? Why are we sitting here defending this guy? I can't defend this guy. And like I said, for a few fleeting moments, I felt bad for his whole predicament. Seeing him look in that courtroom, but then again, I quickly got over it because I couldn't forget back in '94 where he said it wasn't my calling to give a damn about the black community. So no fucks given, no tears are shed for him. Hopefully he'll be smart enough and learn the lesson. I doubt it. Or he might end up in prison and die back because, like I said, he's not. If he goes back to prison for any reason, he's gonna die there in the can. So he got to walk on eggshells the rest of his fucking life. And I got a feeling some people are not gonna make it easy for him to make that happen. But that's pretty much the whole gist of the matter. So go ahead and leave y'all comments, and I'll definitely catch y'all on the next one. The next one.